guys, it's Elessa here for Perspez, and today I'm at the Bellis Academy with Kristina Monique, and she is the Director of Makeup Artistry Programs here, and today she's going to show us some fall looks. It's going to be really great. It's perfect for fall 2011 straight into 2012, and she's going to show you an interpretation of the looks from the runway, but perfect for every day and back to school. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's
do it. Okay.
Hi, my name is Kristina Monique. I'm a makeup instructor at Bellis Academy in Poway, California. And today I'm going to be talking about fall fashion looks this fall-winter. And one of the looks that has been inspiring is Roberto Cavalli's looks on the runway. They had a lot of metallics. So I'm here with Deborah, and what we're going to do today is recreate a look inspired by Alexander McQueen's runway and also Oscar de la Renta's runway looks. Everything was really little in color, but definitely had good clean skin, flushed cheeks, and a nice sorbet lip, and then a groomed eyebrow with a really dramatic eyelash. So this is definitely something you can do while you're out there for back to school, the weekends, daytime. It's not that you have to put on a lot of makeup, but it's definitely good to bring out and enhance your natural features. So we're gonna go ahead and start. So I'm using a mud primer, and I'm using mud base, which comes in a different variety of colors. They have 16 different colors, but works really good as full coverage, but you can also take it down to more of a sheer coverage if you wanted to do that. So that's what we're using right now. I'm going underneath the eye with a little bit of a concealer. Anytime you use a concealer, you're definitely trying to remove any undertones that are underneath there that are unwanted. Look up for me.
And what color under eye concealer do you use?
I'm using a BC2, and it's also by Mud. So it has a warm base to it. It has like a peach base to it. Anything with a peach warm or a yellow base will conceal anything that's violet or blue around the eye area. So I'm going to go in with a Zero Powder by Mud. And I'm just going to use a little bit on the brush to the tissue. I'm using something translucent. I don't want to build a lot of color on her. And then just lightly applying. I'm going to push it into the skin first so it helps set it. Anytime you do a cream application, you really want to go in and put a powder afterwards. It helps set the product. And when you set the product, it doesn't move, so it's non-transferable. What I want to do that for is also if I have eyeshadow on and it drops down here, I can just wipe it off gently, opposed to it falling onto the cream and it just adhering to the cream. Just a little powder underneath, and that'll also help from anything falling down when it comes to the eyeshadow application. So my next step, I'm going to use an Auburn pencil by Mud, and first I'm going to go in, lightly apply where I want to add and create a little bit more length and a little bit more color, and then from there I'm going to use a brush. You want the eyebrow to actually match the set of eyes that you're working with. She has really nice eyes, good set, it's a larger eye. So I'm just working on the outside edge where there's not as much hair. The pencil fills in any little holes. I'm going to use a spoolie to just soften up that little edge that I created with my pencil. I'm going to grab Sienna eyeshadow, which is a red brown. So when I first start, I'm just going to lightly putting it in and then brushing it down, working your way inwards. I want to make sure it connects. You have that line. Large eyes deserve large eyebrows, at least in length. She has a very petite face, so I'm not going to go in there and put this huge caterpillar looking eyebrow on her. I'm going to grab a little bit of cashmere. Cashmere is a very subtle pink. It does have a little bit of a light shimmer, but just to bring a little bit of color to the eyes, because I do want to keep her eyes as natural looking as possible. Smoothing out the lid because I did put a base on her, and now I'm just going to stipple it onto her eye. If you stipple, you'll get the best result from your eyeshadow application. This year on runway, it's not about just having really dark, crazy makeup. You know, it all goes. You can see how it's just like a light shimmer on her lid. Little bone color, stippling it in again. I usually load my brush on both sides so I can have product for one eye and then go to the next. And then I'm just wiping off all the extra.
And you're using the same brush?
I am using the same brush. In between, I wipe off my brush. So the brush is made short and firm so that you can actually pack the product on and lay it down. Otherwise, if it's long and fluffy, it just lays a blending, it's more of a blending motion for the brush. So that's what I used. I'm going to go in with an 800 brush. This is a blending brush by Mud, and this hair actually is made rounded at the tip so that you can actually go in and blend really nicely without having a hard edge. And this is just to smooth everything out and bring it together. So that's the eye application we're going to do for her. When it comes to eyeshadow, keep it as natural as possible. I'm going to use the volumizing mascara. Volumizing as in it's going to help the eyelashes look a little bit fuller, and then when it looks a little bit fuller, it'll make them look longer as well because of the different fibers that are in this one. It's good mascara. I'm going to put this tissue under here so I don't get anything on her skin. Sometimes I get excited and I get it on the skin. Definitely want a dramatic lash. When you do eyelashes, it's like styling hair, so because it is hair. So you want to make sure that they lay down nicely. Because I am doing a dramatic lash, I want them to be a little bit more spidery at the ends here. So they look like they're pointier. That's what I do. You do? Oh, cool. I start with the bottom lashes first because she has really long eyelashes. So if I started with her top, she'd get it all over the eyeshadow and we'd have to start all over, and time is money. So the blush that I'm going to use, you want the blush to be a little bit of like a family of color with the lipstick. I already have chosen a color for her lips, actually made it earlier, which is this one right here. So it's like a little bit of a sherbet color, and it's a matte finish, so it's not going to have a lot of shine to it, but I'm going to put a cantaloupe gloss on top of it, which is by Mud also. The blush I'm going to use is called Pumpkin and Soft Peach mixed together. So I'm going to grab a little bit of pumpkin, a little bit of soft peach, and then any excess, just take it off. Now when I do start at the face, I'm not going to just start right in the middle of the cheek. I'm going to start back here and lightly go in. This is my favorite part, blush. I'm doing a figure 8 because that helps blend it out. So it's putting it in all the areas that you need it. Some people like to do circular motion, some people just go in there and get at it. I'm going to use a lip brush, and I'm not lining her lip because I am going to use the gloss also. It's a very light application. Start in the middle is how I like to do it. So when I have a lipstick application that I need to do, I first go in, start in the middle of the lip, then I work my way out. I don't have them smile at first. The reason I don't have them smile is once you smile, your lip automatically drops afterwards, so it's good to have a clean lip when your face is just relaxed. For more of a rounded lip, you can start on the outside and work your way up. And if you want more of a pointed lip, you can start in the middle and then work your way out. That works really well. One of the best things for making a really straight line is if you hold your breath for a second, your line gets really straight. So that's always a good little tip. Hold on to your breath, start your line, and then it usually comes out a lot straighter than you probably thought it would be. I'm going to use Cantaloupe by Mud. It's their new lip glazes on top of this. And from here, I'm just going to start in the middle of the lip. It's best to start in the middle of the lip opposed to on the outside and going all over, because it naturally is going to melt into the skin because of her warmth from her body. And it's a little bit of a shade lighter just to actually accentuate and open up the mouth area a little bit more. So I'm just going to dust off anything extra on the face, any loose powder, any blush. Give her a nice matte look. And this is the look that's inspired by Alexander McQueen, Oscar de la Renta's runway shows for 2011 fall winter that you guys can do at home.